Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be doing a full detailed tutorial of my everyday makeup look. So I think I'd done one of these, I think it was about a year ago, and my routine's definitely changed since then. And these are also going to be, this video is also going to be using those products that were featured in my core makeup products video as well. So I just wanted to do a look with all those and just kind of show you what I've been mostly doing for like my everyday makeup look. So everybody's everyday makeup look is different, you know. Some people will think this is way too much for every day, other people would do maybe something similar, other people would do more than this. You know, everybody's individual and has their own preferences, and this is just personally how I do my makeup kind of on a day-to-day basis. So if you want to see how I get the look, then just keep watching. So I'm actually going to start by putting some of this Boots eye cream on under my eyes, because under my eyes can get really dry, so I just tend to like put a little bit of this underneath, because I just think it really like can help the under eyes get a bit more hydration, which is always good whenever you're going to be using, you know, powder and everything later. They don't need to be really dry when I'm going to be using powder. So I just kind of put this on just like this, just like I say, for like hydration. I really want to get the Made by Mitchell eye cream, but I'm going to use this until it runs out, so then I'm not buying unnecessary things. But next what I would do is I didn't used to do this, but I love to kind of carve my eyebrows out with concealers. This is the H&B one, which I absolutely hate for my under eyes and my face. It was just crumbly and dry and horrible, but it's actually been working really well for just carving out my brows, so I've been using it like that recently just to use it up. After it runs out I won't repurchase it, but just because I spent quite a lot of money on it, I don't want it to be wasted if I can use it in another way, and this is, you know, the other way that I have found to use it. So this is incredibly full coverage, so I try and not put loads on. Like the first time I was like dotting my full under my eyebrow and it was way too much, I had to wipe it off. But I'm just using this little, probably could have cleaned this brush, but I'm just using this ME5 brush from Made by Mitchell. I'll also tell you the brushes that I'm using in this video as well. This does look a little crazy like when you start it off, but what, you know, once you do the eyeshadow and once you put like your base products on, it all kind of blends in, so it does actually end up being fine in the end. It just does look crazy for a temporary period of time. I think I might have put a tiny bit too much on this side, don't know. And I do kind of like take it down a little bit, just because then just to try and like blend it. I mean, it's very thick, this concealer, actually it literally looks crazy, but yeah, it's a very thick concealer, so that's something to bear in mind as well. I don't really like how thick it is, so that's again would factor into me not buying it again. But I mean, it's a concealer for under my eyebrows. It literally doesn't matter what it is. It's not integral to my everyday makeup. I've just been using that one recently just to use it up. So now I'm going in with the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. I'm still like, I like this because personally it works for me, but it's still a bit problematic. Like it goes like funny in areas. But I tried the 17 Cosmetics one and I didn't like it because it was fine for matte eyeshadows, but for shimmers it just broke them up, and I'm just like tired of spending money on makeup that is not going to be any good for me, basically. And I'm now, I think I'm 2 but 16 days into my no buy at the minute. So I mean, I think it's going pretty well. I haven't been like, it hasn't really been stuff I wanted though, so that's why I think it's been quite easy, I want to say, so far, because there hasn't really been a ton of stuff that I have wanted. So I definitely think that is why I find it quite easy so far. I always just kind of let my eye primer and base like sit for a few minutes, just to kind of, because if I start going in now with my eyeshadow, it's not like, yeah, you need to leave this primer to sit for a couple minutes before you actually start applying the eyeshadow. So what I do in this time is put the e.l.f. Halo Glow in 0.5 Fair on as my like primer, you know, whatever you want to call it, like pre-glow before I put my base products on. So I've really been loving this. I got it in October and I've literally been using it all the time, and it was about, I think it was £14, and I'm coming to the end of it now. I think I have a good little product left in it, but we're definitely down like here, I think, because I can see, you probably can't really tell, but you can see through the bottle now. So I definitely will repurchase this again. It's just so nice. Like, look at that really nice glow it has given me. Like, I definitely probably wouldn't wear it on its own, but I don't know, because I feel like I might wear it on its own with a bit of concealer. So, but like not right now, like I might try that in the future or something, but at the minute I feel like it's just good for like a bit of an underglow, like a pre-glow, before I start to put my foundation and everything on. I'm just using this brush from Primark, this big like flat, like one of those brushes, do you know what I mean? Because I think that works really well for this type of product. So yeah, that's just what it's looking like. So let's move back to the eyeshadow now. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Jordana T-shirt Nude Divinity palette. So I kind of like to keep it simple. I don't like to overcomplicate my eye makeup. So I'm going in with this shade Atlantis, which is this one, and sometimes I do put like a little bit of something else in if I want to kind of make it pop a bit more, because this shade's kind of light, and sometimes it can just not blend in to my like skin tone, obviously, but you know, it can just kind of like, you know, it is quite like a natural shade sometimes, especially once I blend like the edges out and everything with a lighter shade, you know, it can kind of like make this fade slightly. So, but yeah, so that's kind of just like what this shade is like, just so you can kind of tell. It's nice, but it's not, and what I like about it is it's not super warm tone. It's more kind of like, I'd say it's like a neutral shade with a warm undertone, because it's not like really warm. So, and then just the same on the other side. I also want to apologize in advance for how long this video might be, because I just feel like I really wanted to do this video and really like break everything down, so hopefully it's not too long, but you know, it is me, so it could be quite long. So I kind of like to do that. I don't think I'm gonna take like a deeper shade. I might though. No, actually I think I'm just gonna keep this one and build it up a slight bit more. So that's what it's looking like. Sometimes after I blend it out with a lighter shade, I will go in with a bit more, but I'm just gonna go in with the shade Aurora, which is this one here. And then sometimes I do go in with that other shade, peachier shade, Athena, just to kind of add a bit more back, because this Aurora one is mostly just to set the concealer on the brow bone, to be honest. this is the shade I use to just kind of, as you can see, just set the concealer on the brow bone. So I'm going to go in with that other shade Athena, which is this one here, and I'm just going to put that just kind of blend the other shade outwards, because like as you can see on this side, like the white and the Aurora shade and then the Atlantis, there's quite a contrast, but I think like you can see on this side, like adding that Athena shade in just really like makes everything kind of tie together a bit more. Do you see what I mean? Like it just makes the lines not as harsh and things are just kind of like tying together a bit more. Okay, so that's kind of like what I do. I will add a little bit more of that Atlantis. Sometimes I add this is a bit of a deeper brown Oracle warm brown that I add onto the outer edges sometimes, but not today. Like I say, like I change little bits up about this, but when I'm doing this kind of eye look, which is mostly what I do, I just kind of go in with, you know, like a simple shade like this, like a simple look. Don't want to be too complicated. And then I will just go and put like a lighter shade like here. So that's just kind of like what I do for my eyes for the matte eyeshadow. And then I take a bit of Made by Mitchell, if I can get it here, Drip Drip, and I just kind of like put it on the back of my hand like that. And then I just take a flat brush like this one from Primark, and I just kind of like, so hard to like tap in like that. My method of application for Drip Drip has changed as well, because I used to use like a bit of a like denser brush, but now I prefer doing it this way. I definitely think I'm running out of this Drip Drip. I do have another one that I bought a while ago though, as a backup, so it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. But yeah, like, do you see how when I apply it like this way, like it really does kind of look like just like little bits of glitter on the eye, and that's what I love about it. I was very tempted to add a wing liner today, but I'm not going to because I'm too scared, because I don't want to mess my makeup up, and plus I haven't been doing a wing liner as part of my daily makeup. I've just got a new, not new, but like before I started my no buy, I got the Bubble Trouble set from Made by Mitchell, and it has the graphic liner in brownie points, and I've been loving that for a bit of a wing. I think because it's like the tip it's very like it's not really thick. It means I can create like a slimmer like eyeliner line, which I'm loving because I have like hooded eyes. I don't like a really thick eyeliner, so sometimes it's hard to get something with such a that can give you such a thin wing, so I have been loving that. But not today. I'm just going to keep it simple and do what I would normally do for today. So this is what the eyes are looking like, and I'm going to just go into the base products now. So XX Revolution Skin Blur Skin Focus Skin Tint in Beige. So I don't know if they're discontinuing it, I hope they're not, but it's all half price in Boots at the minute, so that's not a good sign. So I could be coming to the end of this one. So yeah, I've just been loving this because it gives like such a nice coverage and it's really breathable and lightweight. Like, just been obsessing over it, to be honest. Like, how nice is that? I haven't missed my foundation at all. I genuinely haven't used it since I started to use this. Like, I mean, there's just something about this. It's just so nice. I'm using this Grwm Cosmetics T05 brush. Again, like a little flat brush. I don't usually like flat brush like this for my actual like foundation type product, but I do find that this is really nice for this skin tint. So it's really nice, but sometimes I do like a tiny bit more, just, or I've got like bits of like spots or bits of like redness stuff, like because my cheeks can tend to get quite like red, so I definitely just want to make sure the redness is just kind of gone from them. But I'm not bothered about like covering up, like, you know, whatever kind of like on my skin. It's literally just because I just kind of want the color of like my cheeks to not be like red. My face, do you know what I mean? Like, I just kind of want to take the redness away from my face. That's why I apply a little bit more on my cheeks sometimes. But yeah, how nice is that? And then I always go over it afterwards with some sort of beauty blender. This is the Grwm Beauty Marshmallow Sponge. So I'm always going over just to make sure it's all blended out. And then concealer. This is the one I use most. It's IRL Filter Finish, but I am using the Be Perfect one at the minute as well. But this is the what, like, my long time concealer that I truly trust with everything. So I also stopped, I might go back to it at some point, but about a few weeks ago, you know, I stopped doing any like kind of like nose contour just because I couldn't be bothered. But also it was just, sometimes it wasn't working out and I was getting like frustrated, and I was like, this is just too much for me, and it was just not looking nice sometimes. So I was like, that's enough of that. I'm gonna leave the concealer to sit for a moment actually, and then I'm gonna use the Pink Honey Face Frosting today for cream bronzer. I still want to use this up, so I'm using it. And then I have the Made by Metro Curve case, which I use for cream bronzer. I have the Doll Beauty Give Me Contour as well, but I'm really working to use this one up, so that's why I'm just gonna use it today. So I'm just taking this double-ended brush from Primark. I don't even know if you can get this anymore because I haven't seen it anymore, but this has literally been one of the best purchases I've ever made, like ever. I mean, yeah, I just love this brush. So like, I tend to do like the cream bronzer on my forehead like while my concealer is sitting under my eyes, and then I'll just go in like with this little Grwm Beauty blender sponge as well, and then I'll just do under my eyes. I don't know if the eye cream really helps or not. I mean, some days I feel like it does, and some days I feel like it doesn't. So, but the main point is that my eyes just feel a lot more hydrated after I use it, so I'm gonna keep on using it. And then I don't do nose contour, like I said, I just literally do a little bit of concealer. Just kind of highlight the middle of my nose like that, I guess. And then I will have to go back over the concealer after I do like liquid blush and everything, because it will have creased, so I just leave it like that. And then I'm gonna go in with the cream bronzer just on my cheeks. I just love this makeup so much. So just taking that Primark brush again to just blend the cream bronzer in. It's crazy to me that I just literally didn't used to use cream bronzer or anything, or bronzer. And then I like to sometimes just go over that with the sponge, because I don't like too much bronzer, because I don't want it to look too harsh, because I am quite, you know, fair, so I just don't want it to be like too much on me. So next I'm going to be using for liquid blush the Charlotte Tilbury Pink Grwm. This is so messy, like literally look at that. So anytime I try and twist it, I get it all over my hands, but I think there's enough product left on here from the last time that I don't need to twist it up again. So hopefully. I could not find, oh my gosh, no, I just put my finger in it. It's so messy. That's like the only criticism of this product, is literally how messy it is. But I just put 2 dots on, and then I just go in with this Made by Mitchell F4 brush. And as you can see, literally blends so nicely. I don't know, I know why I used to not like this, because I couldn't find the right powder brush to go with it. But yeah, like literally look how nice that blends out. I looked at Pink Grwm Sunset. I know I'm on a no buy, but I just looked at Pink Grwm Sunset and Peach Grwm, but they just weren't really speaking to me. So, but yeah, I'm just going to let me check. It's definitely closed. It's so hard to even see. Oh my god, it's so messy. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely set to off. It's just, honestly, it's the messiest liquid blush ever. So that is, for me, that's a massive drawback to it, but because I just love it so much, you know, I'll still buy it. When it runs out, I will run to Charlotte Tilbury to buy this again. So that's what it's looking like, literally so gorgeous, but messy. So that's what it's looking like, and I'll just go over it with a bit of my sponge just to blend the edges out, so there's no like harsh lines. Still so stunning. And then I will just go in with my concealer again, but I get my powder already on the powder puff, so I'm ready. So using, I've already started to open it, so that's why I'm being funny about how I'm holding it. Grwm Cosmetics 01 Velvet Setting Powder. There's not much left in this at all. No, this hasn't even lasted me that long, this one. I don't even use that much of it. Like, when I use it, I don't use a ton of it, so I don't know. But I'm happy to buy it anyway, because it's so nice and I love it so much, so I'm not bothered. I do have a spare one sitting in my drawer, so that is why I'm being calm about being near the end of it. Yeah, I'm just going to take some on my powder puff and just tap the excess powder off. There was a lot of excess powder there, and then I'm just gonna go in just with my, I always start on this side, I don't know why I started on the other side, beauty blender, and just take the creasing out of my concealer. Yeah, my under eyes are always a struggle, to be honest, because I don't know, these always go like funny, so you know. But I'm gonna just put this powder on. I'm always terrible at actually showing what I'm doing, to be honest. But yeah, you can see the pink gasm still looking literally so nice. So I'm just going to take a bit of the powder for my other areas, my chin and stuff like that, and then I'm going to go in with the bigger puff now. And just, there's literally no powder left in this. Do like my forehead and then do my face and stuff like that. I always forget about my nose until like last minute, because I use a brush for my nose and not a puff. So just kind of like I don't like a ton of powder, but then my face feels really uncomfortable if I don't really have any powder on, so I do try and use enough powder that I feel comfortable in my makeup. So then just going in on this side and doing like the same. Like, I feel like this is the norm now, like people do their powder like this, but people used to do like their powder over the whole liquid products as well, but now we kind of like go around the liquid blush and the cream bronzer. Yeah, so that is that, and I swear I always go to close the powder before I've even done my nose because I use a brush. But yeah, this little one from Made by Mitchell, the SKF19, which I got when they were giving out free ski brushes with their orders, so love that. And I do tend to put quite a lot of powder on my nose just because it gets really oily. So in any other areas I feel like I need a little bit more powder, I'll go in with the brush. I feel like this is just the perfect brush. I was using it under my eyes for a while, but then again, that's another conflict. I don't know if this is better for my under eyes or the puff, because the puff, although gives a heavier application, my eyes weren't creasing as much as when I was using the brush. But kind of, because I was using less powder, it looked a bit better with the brush. But I'm not really sure. So yeah, so now I'm gonna go in with my powder bronzer, which again, it's just Benefit Hoola. It's so hard to do this sometimes. Look into a mirror and remember to show you everything, so I'm just going in, like, I like to go in quite lightly with the Hoola. I don't like a ton of it. Just like a little bit. And then I'm going in with the blush, which is the highlight, which is the House Labs Rose Quartz, which is literally so stunning, it's unbelievable. So yeah, I just tend to like tap a bit of this on, and then I'll like do like a full brush stroke after I've tapped an initial layer on. Like, literally, how gorgeous is this? I love to use this with this Pink Gasm blush, but I also love to use it with Rare Beauty Hope blush. But I just think the Pink Gasm, just, you can see for yourself, it just literally makes the most gorgeous. Like, I can't stop using it. It just radiates like a glowy blush, and I just love that. I absolutely just love that. If you are looking for a more budget, affordable, like a budget friendly option for that House Labs Rose Quartz, definitely check out the Doll Beauty Glow Getter in Vacation. That's definitely a really good dupe for that. I'd say the colour's just slightly different. The Vacation's definitely a little bit more of a, like a different, more like of a brighter pink, whereas this is a bit more like a rosy pink. So I'm gonna go with my highlight now, which is Cookie from Benefit, which is just gonna like elevate the glow. Like, it amazes me, like, I barely touch that pan and I use it all the time. Like, cookie literally just gives you a wet looking cheek, and I'm obsessed with that. Like tell me you're not obsessed with this cheek, literally. Yeah, I'm actually obsessed with that. So I'm gonna do my eyebrows now with this. You know, I always use this, so there's literally no need to show you this and waste time. Just the Revolution Brow Sculpt kit. So I'm gonna do those and come back, and then so that's the brows done. And then for mascara, again, I don't really change it up. I'm using the nude lash lac from Made by Mitchell. Just like I said before, just like literally as like a primer. And then I'll go in with the Primark Double Act Mascara. Literally obsessed with this. I just find adding that nude lash lac really like is really good for primer. It like really lengthens the lashes, I think. And it just works so well with this mascara. But definitely even on its own, like, because I used to use this mascara on its own like forever before I got that nude lash lac, so I raved about it back then. So literally I love it with or without that, but that definitely just adds like a little bit of extra length to the lashes, I find. So then I'm just gonna literally do this for both eyes. And I build them up in like a couple of coats, so I'll come back and show you what that looks like. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. I think I did put a tiny bit too much highlighter on, so I'm gonna like try and diffuse it a bit with the blush brush. But and next I'm going to do my setting spray, because I always do it before my lips because I just can't do it after I do my lips. So I used the iconic London Prep Set Glow. Obsessed. Used the mini one up and got this one. So I'm just going to lock everything in place with this. This is super nice. It does have like little bits of glitter in it, but you honestly don't even notice it. Love it so much. It smells so nice as well. But yeah, like that is like, look at how glowy that makes your skin, literally. Okay, so for the lips, I'm gonna use Princess lip liner by Doll Beauty. Obsessed. It needs a little bit of sharpen actually, so I'm just gonna go in with this. I don't really like this lip liner apart from in this lip combo. Like, I just think this lip combo is just everything, because I tried this gloss even with another lip liner and I just didn't like it as much, and I tried this lip liner with other things, I just don't like them so much, but together they are amazing. You can see how easily it applied there, and you can see it is quite like a dark browny purple colour. Like, it does have like a purplish undertone to it, definitely like a berry kind of undertone. Okay, so that's the lip liner applied, and now the gloss. Like, you know, I'm obsessed with this lip gloss, and it's so cheap and I love it. The 17 Gorgeous Gloss in Raspberry. Like, I just feel like this just is, everybody needs one of these in their life. Yeah, like, literally tell me that's not literally gorgeous. That lip gloss is everything to me. Like, I am obsessed. So this is the finished look. This is my finished everyday makeup routine. So just so you can kind of see. I actually need to put a bit more powder there. Just always, like, these bits I always just forget, or like just don't use enough these bits. But yeah, this is my finished everyday makeup routine. I am literally obsessed with this. Like I say, it just makes me feel like comfortable. You know, it's personally what I think like works best for me. The products, the look. I'm so happy with the look. I love everything that I've used today, and that's why this is literally just like my everyday makeup routine. Obviously, I do change things up. I change my eyes up. I change my blush up. I change my lips up. You know, things are interchangeable, but this is a routine I keep going back to because of I just absolutely love how it looks and how it makes me feel. Like I feel confident when I wear this makeup. Feel I just think this makeup suits me. And I just absolutely, yeah, I love it, and I don't think I've ever found makeup that I love quite as much as this. Yeah, I'm just obsessed. Let me know what you think down below. I'd love to hear what you think about this makeup look, these products, you know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you use in your everyday makeup routine. But yeah, if you did like this video, it would mean a lot if you give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below for future content. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon in another video. Bye.